I almost spilled my coffee. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kaylin. I'm 24 and I film a lot of fashion, lifestyle, and productivity content. And welcome to another monthly reset routine. You guys absolutely love these every month and I absolutely love filming them. So I am so excited to be filming April's monthly reset routine. First of all, can we talk about the fact that it is already April already, you guys? I was just telling Devin the other day, like I literally feel like Christmas was like 3 weeks ago. Like it's crazy how spring has sprung and we're going into April. So if you guys are new here or you've never seen one of my monthly reset routines, basically I kind of switch them up every month, but basically the gist of it is that we look at the goals that we set last month, see if we achieve them. We're gonna set new goals for April, and then we're also gonna go through our budget, see how much money we spent in March, and then set a new budget for April. I decided for like the goal setting part to kind of switch up the scenery. I just feel like since it's basically the same video every month with just different numbers, I thought I'd kind of like switch up the scenery. I'm sitting in our living room right now. I'm not honestly sure how I'm gonna love it, like the lighting, the like audio quality, but I kind of like it. But from what I can see on my camera, I think it kind of looks cute with like the white wall. We got the little plant there, don't mind our bills in the back. But yeah, I kind of like this setting too, just kind of like sitting on the couch. I made myself a coffee and we're just gonna talk about last month, how it went, some of the goals that I set, see if I achieved them, all the good stuff. So before we like really dive into the goals, I have the March goals here. I just want to take a second to kind of reflect on how I feel like the month went and just kind of like talk to you guys for a second before we really hop into like the goals and the numbers. I just want to be like really open and honest because not every month is going to be a good month. Not every month can be your best month. It's not all sunshine and rainbows every month. Like life is life. You have your good days, you have your bad days, you have your good months, and you have your bad months. And for me, March was not my best month. March was actually not a great month for me. I just feel like mentally, to be honest, I wasn't in the best place. Like I was just feeling, I was basically just in a rut. I was feeling like very unmotivated. I think a lot of it had to do with the time change just because I was like getting up a lot later and I just felt like, yeah, like very unmotivated. I didn't want to do anything, but it's okay and that's okay. I was kind of like getting down on myself when I was going through my goals and just kind of like reflecting before this video. We're literally sitting down and preparing for a new month that's going to bring new opportunities and new chances to become a better version of myself. Like it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of get that disclaimer out there because I know a lot of times like on social media, it can seem like everyone's like living their best life. But for me, honestly, it was a pretty hard month. But like I said, it's fine. I know what I need to do. I know what I didn't do. And we're gonna, you know, we're gonna do better in April. Okay, so moving on to the goals, we're gonna talk about how March went and just kind of go through what I achieved and what I did not achieve. I did actually try to film this earlier and I just like I just didn't really like the footage. I didn't explain anything. I don't know. I didn't really say anything that I wanted to say. So I was like, you know what? Take a breather, make some coffee, and we're gonna come down to the couch and refilm this. But because I did already film it, I already have like checked what I did do and what I didn't do. So I'm just gonna put a picture on the screen here, and because I can't like obviously like write it how I normally do. So I'm just gonna put a picture on the screen here, and we're just gonna kind of go through and see I guess how the month went. So the first one, obviously, for the first section is personal. So read one book. I did read a book, another one, you guys. I know, she's a reader now. I'm kidding, but I know one book is not a lot to a lot of people. I see so many people reading like 10 books a month and I'm like, literally, I can barely get through one. I read the book, I actually have it here so I can show you guys. I read the book Verity by Colleen Hoover. If you know, you know. If you've read this book, crazy. Highly recommend it if you guys like thrillers. There's so many plot twists and it's like one of those books like when you kind of think you know what's gonna happen, trust me, you have no clue. The next goal was gym 3 times a week. We did not do that. That was something that I was pretty just like down on myself about. We had paint our entryway. I did paint our entryway. It looks so much better. And then eat less carbs and sugar. I put an X for that because I've kind of cut down on sugar a little bit and I haven't necessarily eaten less carbs, but I've chosen healthier carbs. Moving on to Amazon. If you guys are new here, my boyfriend and I, we have our own online Amazon business and I wanted to do 40,000 in sales and we did do that. That was a big goal that we did achieve. I'm proud of us for that. Created job posting because we're actually looking to hire our first employee. We did do that. I know a few of you guys did want to apply for the position, but after talking about it, we decided that we want to keep the Amazon side of things and obviously like my personal brand side of things separately, especially for our first employee, just because this is new for us to be someone's boss. And like I don't know, I just really don't want or feel comfortable for our employee to be someone that like watches me and kind of like knows me. I just kind of want to keep my brand separate from that. So I'm not going to be sharing that job posting with you guys to apply, but maybe in the future, hopefully I can share that with you guys. Social media, so 6 YouTube videos. I think I'm going to end up getting up 4 or 5, but not 6. And then I was originally going to start a Slack community, but I decided to create my own Etsy store first. And I did do that, and I am very, very excited about this. It's called Your Better Self Co. I'll leave it linked down below, and it's basically just gonna be full of items that help you become a better version of yourself. The first one is a budget template, and I actually have that live on the store now, so I'm sure you guys can assume that the budget template we're going to be using today is my own. So exciting. But I plan to do like daily planners, like Instagram highlight covers, just a bunch of like little things. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. But yeah, I did start my own Etsy store, and it's so cute. And then 9,800 subscribers. We did not do that. So moving on to April goals. I know I've been sitting here forever just like talking, so I'm just gonna put these on the screen and go kind of quickly here. April goals, I want to, for personal, I want to try a new coffee shop. I like coffee, can you tell? Read one book again. Carpet clean our apartment just because I want to spring clean, and when we spring clean, I really, really want to carpet clean. I just feel like your place looks like, or just your place feels so much cleaner, like when you know your carpets are clean. And then create a consistent morning routine. I think that this was a big reason why I was just like out of a routine. I just really wasn't in a routine in the month of March, and I feel like when you have a good routine, like you feel good, you know? Okay, so I decided to make a fitness category instead of just like putting it in personal to kind of separate it so I have more than like one fitness goal. For fitness, I want to work out 3 times a week. We can do it. We're gonna do it in the month of April. I'm saying it here right now. April, we're gonna work out 3 times a week. Try 4 new workout classes. So I actually got a yoga mat recently to do at-home workouts, and I really wanna do like 1 new at-home workout a week. I don't necessarily like need to go to the classes like in a gym. And then 10,000 steps a day. Social media, this is the month. I can feel it, you guys. We're gonna hit 10,000. We're at like 9,600 right now. This is the month we're gonna hit 10,000. So if you aren't subscribed, no pressure. 4 Instagram posts, 2 brand deals, 2 reels, and 1 post out of my comfort zone. So just like typical kind of like social media things. And then moving on to business, I'll go through this quickly, but we want to do 50,000 in sales on Amazon. We want to hire our employee. Like we have the job posting, we have everything made. We just like actually need to hire the person. So hire them. Figure out a business loan, that's boring. 2 new Etsy items, and then plan spring items. So I want to like incorporate like some spring or summer items like into the Etsy store. But yeah, those are my April goals. Definitely very attainable. I feel like they're very realistic. They still push me out of my comfort zone. But if you guys do not set monthly goals for yourself, I really, really encourage that you guys do. Like even if you don't achieve them, even if you don't achieve all of them, it still gives you something to like motivate you and something to work towards. And like when you do achieve them, it feels really good. And when you don't achieve them, you can kind of like do a lot of self-reflection and see like what went wrong and like what can I improve on. Like I'll of course set like New Year's resolutions, but I feel like setting monthly goals is just as important too, if not more important. So now that we're done with the goals, we're gonna go upstairs and start on the budget. Like I said, I did create a new budget. This is my first time like ever like officially showing them. I actually created 2, a colorful one and a neutral one. And because I love my monthly reset routines, I know you guys love them, I decided to create a discount code for those of you who watch my monthly reset. So you guys can actually use code RESET for 20% off of my Etsy store. They're already like super affordable. They're only a few dollars, but I figured I wanted to give you guys like some way of saying thank you if you guys do want to purchase it, for just like, you know, sticking around watching this monthly reset routine. So you guys can use code RESET for 20% off. But yeah, so let's go upstairs and do a little budgeting. All right, here's what the budget spreadsheet looks like. This is my first time like officially showing it on camera. So yeah, this is what the neutral one looks like. I know a lot of you guys like colorful versions of things as well. So I wanted to cater to everybody. So I actually made another one, and I made a colorful version too. They're pretty much exactly the same. There's a few different things on there, but it's primarily just the color. But yeah, this is what the, let me zoom out a little bit. This is what the colorful one looks like. Obviously there's no data on here. Let me see. Let me just add in a few different things so you guys can see. 60, 50, 30. The biggest difference is that the colorful one actually does have this pie chart up here, where the neutral one just has this little reminder. Code reset will get you 20% off, and both versions actually do have an annual dashboard as well. So this one is the neutral annual dashboard, and then this is the colorful version. Like the annual dashboard is not going to look that great just because it's not filled out. But this is the annual dashboard for that. You have a notes section, you have your main goals to focus on. You can put your main goal for the year, spending breakdown, and then you also can set some goals and intentions down here. But both of these also actually come with an expense tracking version as well. So when you download like the neutral version or the colorful version, you'll actually get two versions of that color. One will just be a plain one like this, and then the other one will have an expense tracker. I'm someone, I just like to enter everything manually, but if you're someone that's like wants to input everything individually, like let's make this miscellaneous. Let's say you want a Target run and you spent $150, and then you had utilities. Let's say water bill was $80, and then you also made $500, and then it will automatically calculate up here like what everything is. So you obviously have your income, you have your utilities, you have your miscellaneous. So that way all you have to do is input your transactions that go through your bank account, and the spreadsheet will do all the work for you. Personal preference, but I wanted to give you guys that option as well, so you guys actually get two different versions when you download it. All right, moving on to the actual budget, we're gonna go obviously start out with the month of March, talk about our spending, and then we're gonna set our goals for April. To be honest, the month of March, I don't really want to talk about too much, but the biggest things I'll talk about is we'll talk about this up here, our income. I did not make as much as I was hoping to on AdSense for YouTube, but it's completely fine. I'm fine with 263. Brand deals, I included affiliate links into brand deals just because, I mean, I could add affiliate links, but I don't know, I really haven't been having too many brand deals, so I just kind of made them one. Amazon, we actually paid ourselves $1,700 each. You guys know my goals, it was at least pay myself, I think it was $500 or $600, $1,700, so very happy with that. And then we have other, this is just like any other like ways I was able to make money. I actually got my tax returns back, and I wanted to include it in here just because I did put my tax returns like in some savings and stuff. So I did have my tax returns. I did obviously create my Etsy store, so I've gotten some sales already off of that. And then there's a few other things in here I forget, just like little ways, like I said, that I was able to make money. But the biggest thing was my tax returns in this section. So all in all, I budgeted to make $1,200, and I ended up making $5,324. And then let's see, my bills were pretty standard. Gifts, I actually spent less on gifts than I budgeted. My coffee budget, this was the first time I think I've been under budget, and since like I think since I started doing these. We were at $49, our budget was $50, so we're doing good. We were under budget on coffee. Restaurants was over. Groceries was actually pretty good. It was pretty close. And I also did hit my savings goals, which is good. Obviously, better hit my savings goals if I made that much more than I was expecting. I ended up investing $1,000 into my Roth IRA since I did get my tax returns back. So obviously you have your budget and actual, so you can see like how much you budgeted, obviously, and then how much you actually spent in that category. You have a notes section here, so if you want to like add any notes that you want to remember for the month. And then this one is one I really like. I'm glad I came up with this. This is an expense breakdown, so it helps you see like what category in your expenses that you spent the most on, so that way you kind of like know where to improve. I think we can all see where I need to improve on mine. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. But yeah, so that way you kind of know what you need to improve on and what one, you know, is the highest. All right, moving on to April, let's set some budgets here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in my categories. By the way, I didn't really talk about this too much just because this is not a training video, but if you guys go to categories over here, what you do is you just customize all your categories. Like let's say I add LOL down here. and then I go to the month, it'll automatically be down there, and then it'll automatically just add into every sheet, so that way you guys don't have to like keep adding it in monthly. Okay, so moving on to the budget for AdSense, I'm just gonna say $300. Again, my views are picking up, but I feel like 300 is just like a safe number. Brand deals, I do want to get 2 brand deals this month, but I probably won't get paid out for anything this month. I'm just gonna say $50 just for like affiliate links, but I don't really have any big brand deals. Amazon, I'm gonna say $1,200 from Amazon. And then other, I'm gonna say $500 for other, just because I do have a few things that I want to sell, and like I said, I include every single, like anytime I get money, I include it in here. That's why I have the other category, so that way I know like where to distribute it. So we are planning to make $2,050 in the month of April. It's definitely a slower month for me, but I'm fine with it. Right now I just feel like want to focus on getting my goals done. So since I've been doing these, I actually haven't had any rent because I decided to pay my rent like ahead of time for 6 months whenever I quit my job. But this is the first time, you guys, that I actually have to budget for rent. So you guys never knew how much my rent was. We're gonna budget $850 for my half of the rent. Our rent is $1,700 here. And then you guys can see down here at the bottom of every section, or up here in the budget summary, how much you actually have left to budget. So that we kind of know where you're at. So we have $1,022 left to budget from that income. So I'm gonna say $300 for groceries. I'm gonna say $350 for groceries, $75 for restaurants, $50 for coffee. Gas has gone up. I'm gonna say $50 for gas. I really don't drive anywhere, so $50 for gas, $25 for my gym membership. It's the same every month. Miscellaneous, I really need to have a good month in miscellaneous. So we're gonna say $150 in miscellaneous spending, 0 in self-care, 0 in clothes, 0 in gifts. Subscriptions are about $80 a month, and then pets, we'll say $50. So that leaves us with $192.46 left. You guys can see down here or up here. That obviously is not a lot, but these numbers are very conservative over here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not really sticking anything in my short term for right now, just because I already have some in there and I don't really need to add to it. I always add at least 100 to my Roth every month, just because that's important, obviously, to have an IRA. I'm just gonna put the rest of it in a long-term savings, which is like a high yield savings that I have. So we'll say $92.46 for that. So that literally is budgeted to the dollar. For these notes, this is just like an example note, but I do want to open a new investment account this month, so I'm actually going to leave that there. And then I also actually need to set up my student loan account, so set up student loans, just because they've obviously been like deferred, so I actually need to like make sure the auto pay and stuff is on, so that way I don't miss that. Set up student loan account there. So this is what it looks like, and then obviously we don't have any dark green or anything. Once you actually add in your actual, you'll have the dark green bar come up here, but just for your budget, it's just the light green. All right, you guys, we are back downstairs because that actually wraps up this monthly reset routine. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I wanted to keep this one short and sweet. I know when I edit this though, it's probably gonna be like 20 minutes long still, but I wanted to keep this one a little bit shorter just because I feel like March wasn't anything, you know, spectacular, crazy, but I still obviously wanted to come on here and film one of these for you guys just to show, like I said, that like not every month has to be your best month. Not every month is perfect. You have your ups and downs, and that's okay. I do just wanna say that if you guys do not do a monthly reset routine, I highly encourage you guys do. I did not realize the importance of a monthly reset routine until I started like watching videos on it, and then I started doing it, and then obviously I started creating videos on how I do it. But you guys, it will make you feel so much better, like just feeling in control of your finances, just knowing where your money's going, because I feel like budgeting has such like a negative connotation around it. Like, it doesn't have to mean like you don't spend any money on anything extra. It just means that like you spend money, but like you know where your money's going, and you know the areas that you need to cut back on. So it's not necessarily like you can't like live life to the fullest. Like, I splurge on myself all the time. If you guys watch my videos, you know, like I'm always, this was the 1 month that I was not over my coffee budget, but I'm always over my coffee budget. And that's okay. Like, yes, I do need to cut back, but it's not like breaking the bank or anything. So I just want to say that like budgeting does not have to be like a negative thing. Like, it's just, you just feel good and in control of your finances. And then obviously like goal setting, like it just really gives you something to like work towards, and like you feel accomplished, like it gives you something to achieve. So yeah, but I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said earlier, my Etsy store and the budget templates will be linked down below, so definitely make sure to go check them out. Use code RESET for 20% off. And just like let me know if there's anything that you guys want to see in the Etsy store, and I will try to create it for you guys. But once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.